I don't know about that. I just think those guys, for the position they play, they've had great competition, and they've all earned the right to play. And I think we have confidence in those guys because they all have played a lot of football, especially TK and Micah. And I think they've had a really consistent camp. So they understand what we're doing. They're excited to play, obviously, and they've earned the right to go on the field and get some snaps.
How many cornerbacks do you feel have earned the right to play, or that you feel comfortable going with?
I think in a game that for this personnel group, I think we have 3 or 4 guys that have earned the right to play, that have shown that they're consistent in what we've been trying to do each and every practice. So I think as the game rocks along, you never say this guy's going to get this many reps. But I think we have faith that there's more than 2 or 3 guys that can go in and give us meaningful snaps in a game.
How was the camp overall in preparation then for that position group? I know I'm sure like everything else, there's been ups and downs, but how have you felt overall about that?
I think those guys are guys that have tried to buy into what we want to do. I think they've tried to play with great technique and fundamentals, and I think they've been consistent. And I think that's the key for anybody at that position. They've been consistent, and they're a group that's able to snap and clear and move on to the next play, where they had a tremendous play and got to come right back and do it again, or they've had a bad play and got to turn around and go make up for it. So I really like the way that group's been, and I'm proud of their progress throughout fall camp.
What have you seen from Emmanuel just since he shed that green jersey and has been full go here the last week plus?
I've seen a veteran, a guy that knows the package, a guy that understands routes and concepts. The guy has a physical nature on the field. One thing when you come off an injury, you look for a guy that's got to shy away from contact. I've really had to hold him back from contact, even when he had the green jersey on. And now that it's off, he shows no inability to go up and hit someone. He's not hesitant, and really what you look for. So I'm really proud of his progress. But I knew back in the spring the way he attacked his rehab and the offseason that he was going to be a guy that once he was clear, he was going to push to get back on that field.
How does Rashawn Golden's skill sets translate to the outside when he's gotten some looks out there at corner?
Say that again now?
Rashawn Golden, how do his skill sets translate to the outside at corner?
Well, he plays nickel for us.
Yeah.
He's a guy that can play off multiple positions for us. So he's done it all camp. He's been in that nickel position. But he's also a guy that's very versatile. He's strong. He's athletic. He's smart. He's physical. So he's a guy that can do multiple things for us.
Georgia Tech averages, I think, 6'3" at wide receiver. What stands out about what they bring to the table in the passing game?
I'll tell you what, Stewart and June, they've shown ability to really have great ball skills. They have an ability to make really good contested catches in traffic. And when they're going up for that ball, you know it's going to be a competitive catch situation. So I think they run crisp routes. I think for guys that are in a triple option-based offense, there are 2 receivers from seeing them playing against those guys last year that could go to multiple programs around the country and play wide out. So I think they've done a great job developing those guys. Those guys have played a tremendous amount of football, and they have bought into the fact they will block their tails off on the perimeter. So those are 2 really good players for them.
What's the preparation, maybe not knowing who's going to hit quarterback for Georgia Tech?
To me, it doesn't. Whoever steps in that offense is going to be a guy that can run, can throw, can command the offense, and execute. And that's a staple of Paul Johnson, no matter where he's been. So whoever they deem as a starting quarterback, we're going to have our hands full because whoever that is a proven guy. He's tough, he's savvy, and he can command that offense and execute. So all you know is the guy that steps on the field is going to be the most prepared guy to give you their best.
What stands out about Georgia Tech's special teams?
I'll tell you what, they're a very consistent group. I think from what they do on their punt scheme to being able to roll the punter. I know they got a young guy potentially there this year. They show some versatility in that unit. They've been very, very consistent at punt returner. The receiver Stewart, I think they averaged over 10 yards of return last year in the opportunities they had. They've been an aggressive group coming after kicks and blocking kicks last year. So they're a team that's going to try to make an edge with special teams, whether it's a block kick, a big return, or being multiple on their punt team and showing fakes. So I think they're the group you got to really prepare for and buy into.
You've gone up against Paul Johnson a number of times. I don't know how well you know him, but obviously he's had a lot of longevity and stuff. Just what is it that's enabled him to be successful, and what is he kind of like to try to match up against?
I think toughness and execution. Coach Johnson, the guy he's going to run his scheme. He's going to be very, very good at what he does. And he's a guy that offensively has been done it for a very long time at multiple places and won at all those places. But I think he finds the right guys for his system. They buy into what they're trying to do, the toughness, the O-line coming off the ball low, the running backs and receivers buying in the blocking, not necessarily getting the ball, and having a quarterback and a fullback that can command an offense. And he just executes. And I think he does a great job of adjustments. He sees what you're doing, and he finds a way to counteract it. So a lot of respect for him over the years, whether it was the Air Force, whether it was at North Carolina, now here. I think he's the guy that does it really well.
How much challenge? I know everyone talks about their offensive scheme, but how about just the pace of play? How much different is that from what you guys would normally see on a week-to-week basis?
Well, they change it. They can go fast. They can go slow. They can be methodical. I think for what they do, they control the tempo and the way they want to. And if they want to slow it down, they can. But they're to me, their typical way they want to play is they're going to line up, be methodical, and execute at a high level.
How much does that
One more
put your
question.
guys in a bit of a different situation mentally, knowing that it may put more of a premium on plays if they're not going to be as many?
I think for us, whenever the ball's snapped, we got to execute. So if we do what we're supposed to do and we stay on track, we're fine. We can't give up big plays, allow them to maintain their track throughout the game. So whenever the ball snapped, we just got to execute.
Thanks, Coach.
No problem.
Did you play against